Okay guys, we're going to do a quick review on how to order real numbers. Remember, real numbers are your natural, whole, integers, rational, and irrational numbers. So all of what we considered the normal numbers that we deal with on a normal everyday basis. Okay, so we have a group of numbers. We've got negative 3.6, 3.14, 4.2, square root of 25, 5 over 4, and negative 0.3 repeating. Remember, this line over the top of the 3 here means that it repeats forever and ever and ever. Okay, so one of the things that you will notice is we have 3 different formats going on here. I have numbers here that are in decimal format. I have 1 square root and I have 1 fraction. Well, it's really hard to go through and compare and order numbers when they're not in the same format. So we need to make them all similar. The first thing to do that is to change the ones that are not into decimal format into decimal format so they're visibly much easier to deal with. Well, I know when I'm looking at square roots that square root is basically the opposite of squaring something. Okay, so this says that 2 things multiplied together is what x squared is. So the square root is the same thing. What number multiplied by itself will give me that number? Well, I know 25 is just 5 times 5, which means the square root of 25 then is 5. Okay, then 5 over 4. I know in order to change 5 over 4 into a decimal format, I need to do some division. The number on the top goes inside the division sign. 4 goes into 5 once, and I get 4. Drop that, add a 0, and drop it down. 4 goes into 10 2 times, and I get 8. Subtract that out again. I'm going to drop yet another 0. 4, this is 2, and drop that 0, sorry. And 4 goes into 25 times. So I know that 5 over 4 is the same as 1.25. Okay, so now what am I going to do with them? In order to number them, because again, we are ordering, numbers, I'm going to put them together. Okay, again, negative 3.6, 3.14, 4.2, 25 we said was 5. This was 1.25, and the last one is negative 0.3 repeating. Okay, so I'm just going to start putting them on a number line. Okay, 0's in the middle, I can go left, I can go right, and I'm just going to start. If I take my my decimals, and I think of them like money, sometimes it makes it a lot easier to put on a number line. This first one would be negative 3.6. So I know because I'm negative, I have to be going left. 3.6 is $3.60, which means I'm going to be closer to the negative 4 than I am the negative 3. So that's going to go somewhere in the neighborhood of right here. Then up next to it, I'm going to put my negative 3.6. When you label, be very careful that you are labeling the original number up here, not just the decimal format that you changed it to. All of your answers on an exam will have the original number, not the decimal format, unless it's already in the decimal format. Okay, next one, 3.14, $3.14. It is positive, so I'm going to be over here. 14 cents is not that far away from the 3, so this is going to be 3.14. Okay, next one is 4.2. Again, think like money. $4.20 is going to be somewhere right in here, and I'm going to do 4.2. Next one is square root of 25, which again we said was 5. So it's going to be right on the dot. And I'm going to again here put the square root of 25. Okay, next one is 5 over 4, which is $1.25. So it's going to be somewhere right in here. And again, what I'm going to put is 5 over 4. And the last one is negative 0.3 3 repeating. So 0.3 is basically 33 cents because, again, that line over the top means it constantly repeats. And 33 cents negative is going to be closer to the 0 than it is the 1. And that's negative 0.3 repeating. That was a horrible 3, sorry. Let's try that again. There we go. All right, so if I'm looking for greatest and least, the greatest number is the biggest. Okay, and the least means it is the smallest. Okay, again, least is small. Greatest means big. Okay, so if it says what is the greatest number, my answer, my solution would be square root of 25 because it is the farthest away from 0. If it wanted to know the smallest number, then it would be this negative 3.6 over here at the least greatest. Okay, so it is the smallest number. All right, I hope this makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. Have a wonderful day.